Hey guys, it's Tiana and Tim, and this is going to be our first official video for our channel since we've changed our name to TNT Married with Sleeve. But I'm still going to be Tara's mama on Facebook, and he's Tim VSG on Facebook. So it is, you're 2 months out now, and
2 months.
He's making a video. I kind of sprung it on him, so he's not super prepared, but I figured our daughter's taking a nap, and now is our only chance because life has just been so very busy. Let's go ahead and do some stats for you. I have all your stuff on my phone. So the last time he did a video was week 1. A lot has changed. He's lost, you're down what? As of Monday was his, tomorrow he'll be 9 weeks out, and the last official weight was 305.6, which is like a, I don't know, 334.1 to 305.6.
Down, Lois, down.
Our dog's trying to get up here. Whatever that is, what is that?
What do you say? I'm sorry, I heard that I was pushing the dog down.
334.1 to 305.6.
305, well,
So that's like
almost 30.
That's almost 30 pounds. And he's actually down a little bit more as of his 2-month anniversary, which was on the 25th. And
I mean, it's getting quite slower than it was before. So I mean, it's slowing down a lot. Like right now, I don't know. It seemed like I didn't really lose anything last week, or it seemed like for almost 2 weeks I pretty much weighed pretty much the same. So
well, he was week 7. It says 307 even, and then week 8 was 305.6. So he's still losing. He's just not losing as big chunks. And I keep telling him that it's going to happen slow, and then a big chunk, and then slow, and then a big chunk. So he's doing really well.
Well, other than the first few weeks, I haven't had like a big chunk, something that's over 5 or 6 pounds.
But you are only 8 weeks out, so you're doing well. And I mean, he's eating, incorporating different foods. So I'm trying to tell him that's also going to slow down or change his weight loss every time he changes something that he's eating, or maybe increases his calories a little bit. It's going to change his weight loss. We also
but my thing is, it's not. There's no my calories. I haven't had a 1,000-calorie day, even remotely close to it. I'm not currently tracking. I had a 19-day streak, and then it got wiped out. So I'm like basically like, okay, well I know that yogurt is only this many calories, or a little bit of trail mix equals this many calories. The protein bar is 190. Like the Premier Protein drink. It's right around 165. So
160.
So I look at it like, okay, if I got up and had a protein shake, and then at lunch I end up having like cottage cheese or yogurt, and then I have a string cheese, and then a quarter cup of dinner, I know I'm nowhere near over 700-800 calories. I'm nowhere near it.
No, but that's probably also why I told you that you actually need to eat more. You need to track so that you know that on your if you're not getting enough calories in, your body's going to hold on to your weight.
But I can't eat more. That's the thing. Like when I get hungry, I eat. When I'm not hungry, I don't eat. That's how it was before I had surgery. So I look at it like sometimes some things I can only have 3 or 4 bites. Some things I can have more. So when I'm full, I'm not just going to say, okay, I'm full. It's been an hour and a half. I need to get my calories in, and then force more food in if I don't.
Well, I'm not saying force your food in here. I'm just saying maybe add a second protein shake, because like you said, he's not tracking, which that's fine. If he doesn't want to, if he feels like he knows what he's doing, it's his thing. I tracked until I was like almost 8 months out, and I just recently kind of starting to do it again. Lola, go lay down. But I mean, if he doesn't want to track, that's fine. I just think that it's important for him to know how much protein and how many calories exactly that you're getting in. Because even though you may think sometimes it might be off. That's all.
It's not 100%, but when we did Weight Watchers, I tracked. Okay, and then I tracked between my first time I went to the bariatric department till surgery, I tracked on and off, and then I tracked for 20 days straight. So for the most part, the bulk, like my diet,
was like his first month, really.
Well, basically, my diet hasn't changed that much. Like it's still, yogurt, cottage cheese, string cheese, for the, a little bit of peanut butter and honey with a little bit of bread. But the thing is, for the most part, I know what the protein content, the fat, once you put something in the tracker so many times,
no,
I get an idea exactly, for the most part, what it is.
I know that. Okay. I'm not going to argue with him about it. He does what he wants to do. That's his journey. That's fine. But we also just did measurements finally after almost exactly 2 months. The first time we did measurements was 8:22, and then we just did them and it's 10:26. So He lost a ton of inches around his belly and his waist, because that's, like you said, that's where you carry most of your weight.
Well, yeah, that's where pretty much I carry damn near 80% of it. I mean, my thighs are a little bit big. My calves aren't big. My ankles aren't big. My arms aren't really big. It's pretty much all in the waist and the chest area.
Yeah, like your best friend calls you, top heavy.
Yeah, that's where all my weight pretty much is carried.
So he lost minimal amount of inches, in the thighs and the calf and the neck and everything, but total losses came to 20.25 for 2 months, which is pretty awesome. His clothes are all falling off of him, which he doesn't. I mean, I don't know if you agree, but.
Well, no, for the most part they are. Well, like like my
I think
shorts.
he needs to go shopping.
But my shorts were loose. They're loose. They're loose lounge around the house shorts, basketball kind of like shorts. For the most part, they were loose before, but now you lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds. Now they're falling off. So I only have a few pairs of shorts. Like I can actually put something in the pockets where they don't fall off. Because some of it will stay on, but as soon as I walk around with anything in the pocket, they're just going to fall down. But I do have some clothes that are in the garage and a few bins that didn't fit for a long time. But some of it probably still won't fit. And a lot of the stuff that was like the waist, like 40 and 42, I already sold all that stuff at a garage sale a long time ago. So there may be some like 44 pants maybe in the garage somewhere, but for the most part, like pant-wise, I don't have any pants in the garage that I can pull out. But I do have some shirts, I think, in the garage that maybe, that were too small a year or two ago that I packed away that may be fitting now. But so I need to break them out and see what's too big, what fits.
Yeah, because the clothes that are all in his room right now, I think like he needs to get rid of almost all of them. I mean, this shirt is a Halloween shirt I bought him, and it says 2009 on it, and he just now is able to like wear it this year because it's always been too tight, too small.
Yeah, it was snug.
And now it's getting. I mean, when he stands up.
No, this one fits me just fine. This one fits perfect right now.
But I'm saying it's on the way. It's almost on the way out. It's just my opinion. But and then as far as your, health goes, because everybody knows you were in the hospital about, what was it now, like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago?
No, it's almost a month, I think.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I mean, that's better. I mean, it's still healing up, but like it's when we take they cut a big portion in your body, it takes for a long time for your body to fill it up slowly. So it's still
healing.
It's still healing, but I mean the thing is, like, energy wise, I don't have any more energy now than before I had surgery. I don't have any boost of energy yet.
I think
I'm hoping that comes soon. Because it's like, okay, I'm down.
Are you taking all your vitamins?
Yeah, I'm taking all my vitamins. Though
You're taking your iron.
Yeah. Well, no, the iron I'm taking on and off. Because
of his stool, he doesn't want to get constipated.
So until I can get a balance with going to the bathroom, I'm not going to mess around with the iron. I'm pretty sure I'm getting enough iron with the stuff I eat, and the stuff I eat and the daily vitamins. I don't mind you taking half of what they want me to take, but I'm not,
Well, men
I'm not going to,
Men aren't supposed to take it every day anyway. Like, women are supposed to take it every single day because we're, menstruating and whatnot. But I think men are only supposed to do it 2 or 3 times a week or something. I'm not quite sure what, because I never looked into that. But I mean, yeah.
No, on the paper I have, it says 1 a day. It doesn't say once a week.
Not once a week. I said 2 to 3 times a week. Women is once a week. Okay, sorry guys. We bicker a lot about this, and I guess that's just because we both have different opinions about everything. What else has been going on? I mean, you said you don't have much energy, but I see that you're doing more. You're able to do more without like getting exhausted. Like,
well, I mean, I still sweat when I'm doing the yard work and stuff.
Well, that's gonna happen.
Basically, my opinion is so far everything is going good, but as far as energy-wise, the way my body feels, so far none of that's really changed. From the outside looking in, it may look different, but like the way I personally feel right now, so
your
far,
pain and stuff is still the same.
My pain levels haven't dropped. Like my back, like sometimes I can, it starts hurting right away. Sometimes it doesn't hurt, but that's kind of how it was before surgery. Some days are good days, some days are bad. So for the most part, like I don't, like I said, I don't feel any extra energy. My heel, like on my foot, I had the plantar fasciitis and I had the shots. Some days I walk around and the heel hurts like crazy, and some days it doesn't. So I'm like, okay, well, it kind of did that before, so I don't know if that's a result of losing the weight. Because like I said, some days before any head weight surgery, it was like that too. Some days I could walk a lot and it wouldn't hurt that bad. Some days it wouldn't. So for the most part, like I don't see like on a day-to-day basis, I just don't feel much of a difference yet.
Well, and that'll come. I mean, I don't remember when I started feeling it. You know, when I started looking in the mirror and noticing it and feeling it was like probably 4 months out, really. I mean, even though everyone was saying, wow, you're changing so fast. Like, I don't know when I really started feeling the changes in my body and the fact that I wasn't sweating anymore and, I wasn't out of breath doing certain things. Like, that all, it definitely takes time. And you're only 2 months out, really. Like, I think that you're doing really well for where you're at. What else? I have posted on Facebook if anyone had any questions, and one person asked if now if you it was Yvonne Medina Bowling. I don't really know who you are, but thank you for your question. And yeah, does he now understand how you feel on this weight loss surgery journey? Now that you're doing it, do you feel like you understand it more than
How you felt?
or just like in general, like when I would explain to you in the beginning how I was feeling, like how I got full so fast, or
Well,
this
I
or
understand that, but
you understand
no,
that
I
more.
understand that stuff. Yes,
Okay.
but my opinion on a lot of this stuff is different than other people. I feel that the weight issue for some people is genetic. Some of it's it's like eating disorders. Some of it is you have thyroid. There's just some different reasons why everyone got to this point. And based on the reasons of how we got to this point, I think it has a lot to do with how we deal with stuff and how we go through it once you have surgery. That's just my personal opinion. As far as like that's why everyone's journey is different.
Oh yeah.
Because some people did. They ate their feelings away. That to me that wasn't me. So like mentally, like we once in a while when we argue, she sends an act like, oh, well, that's, your hormones are changing.
And it is.
And that's her opinion. My opinion is no. That's something that would irritate me all the time, so it's still going to irritate me right now, and because it irritates me and I'm expressing that, that's no different than before I had surgery. So,
But you didn't express those irritations as much before. It feels like sometimes you're just extra sensitive when it comes to how I'm acting. You take things differently than you used to, a little bit easier. I'm not saying that you're completely different or you're super, you're super hormonal. I'm just saying it's scientific proof that your hormones are going to change. So, I feel that you're a little bit more sensitive than you used to be, which is fine. It's a good
But
thing.
everybody's different, though. Like I said, like
I know everybody's
it's
different.
But my issue, like I said, was every time there's something we disagree on, that's your go-to is, oh, it's just your hormones. Oh, it's your hormones. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
It does make sense when we're disagreeing a lot more often since surgery because of things that I may say or things that may happen or whatnot.
That's her opinion, though. All I'm saying is, my opinion is not the same as yours. I don't view it as, I'm just saying that can't be your go-to every time we argue is, oh, that's automatically hormones. That's automatically hormones. Because then you're discounting everything else. You're basically blaming all of it on the weight loss journey, or it's all weight. Not everything, and I'm just saying not everything in my day-to-day life is weight loss journey related. You know what I mean? Like, because we all had feelings long before we either got overweight or before we decided to have the weight loss.
But your feelings start to come out more, and I don't think you're really fully understanding that. That's why I asked some people on Facebook, some men on Facebook, to maybe reach out to him to explain kind of how they felt, because it is different for men and women. And I think that you are going to change, your emotions are going to change, your thought process is going to change no matter how you try and not change. It's going to happen. It's scientifically proven. And I'm not saying that because I'm, think I'm right or whatever. I think that that's just how it's going to be from all the videos that I've watched and all the people, different races, different genders, different size people, everything. Everyone goes through these emotional ups and downs and just mental changes. You're going to see things differently. Things are going to upset you more. Things are going to make you happier than they did before. It's going to happen. And that's not a bad thing.
All right.
See, he doesn't agree.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I don't agree. I'm just
saying,
not
you
gonna,
are going to change.
But I'm not just
going
gonna.
to
But I'm not just
going
gonna
to
keep. Change what?
Your
I mean, other
mental
than
stuff.
what? Maybe what? Maybe I may mentally like the way I look, but I'm not gonna like. I don't think me as who my basic person, who I really am. I don't think that's gonna change because I lose weight. You know, like different. I may like different things. I may do different things. I may act a little bit different, but for the most part, I'm still going to be me. You know what I mean?
I didn't say you're not going to be you.
That's, you know, but I do know, you know, I don't want to be one of the people who, I lose like a weight and then I end up I act like an asshole, like my older brother who, you know, narcissistic. You don't want to be, you know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy.
Exactly, but
you know, so
there was just a video made by Lace R&Y, which you might have to watch. She started at like 300. Like high 300s, I think, or like 350, and she's smaller than me now. And she was talking about how her ego has changed and how she's become to expect that reaction from other people. You know, and she never thought that was going to happen. She never expected it. It just kind of literally happened, and she doesn't want to be that person, but that's just kind of sometimes what you feel on the inside. That kind of just happened. I'm just saying, watch the video.
No,
you know.
No, I understand what you're saying, but if she's also one of the people who, you know, they feed off all. Some people who they feed off all the compliments, you get used to the compliments, and then you expect them.
But when you don't get compliments your entire life, and all of a sudden it's happening, it becomes really nice. And for months while you're changing, it becomes like the norm, and you really just grow to expect that. Regardless of how you may want to feel or whatever, it's just like, and then one day if somebody doesn't react that way, you're like, what, do I look like crap, or have I gained? You start thinking these things in your head, and regardless of what you want.
That could happen to me, but
I mean, I'm not saying it's going to. I'm just saying be prepared for mental changes that you might not expect.
But my thing was I was never necessarily ashamed of my body. I was the guy who would be. I'd have no problem going to, like, the river or the lake and taking my shirt off and be the fat guy in the water. I didn't have that. That didn't bother me.
Yeah,
I could go. You know, I could go to the local pool.
His confidence level.
You know, I could go to the local pool, take my shirt off, jump in the water. Didn't have a problem with that. You know, like.
I kind of think you look like TJ when you have right now, actually.
You know,
I don't know if anyone agrees,
so I look at, like, my thing is, like, people. I didn't care what outside opinions of how I looked really mattered. It only mattered to, like, me or the person I was with at the time. You know, so, like, it wasn't like, I put on 5 pounds, you know, I weigh more than last summer, so I'm going to wear a t-shirt in the water. No, I was never like that. You know, and I grew up, you know, right by the marina, going out on boats, fishing, hunting, camping. So I was used to being out, and I always had thin friends. You know, but I also played football. I just slowly put on weight over time, but I had no problem, you know, having my friends who were like less than 200 pounds, and I'm out there at 330, jumping in the water. It just never seemed like an issue to me because I was around close friends who they were my friends because who I was, not because of how I looked. So so it was just, I don't know, like, I was never arrogant, nothing like that. You know, I was insecure with my body when it came toward, like, females and stuff when I was younger, but. You know, as far as, like,
maybe
general.
But you might not change in the same way. Like, that's where we're different. You know, you might not change in that way. Where, sorry, I have something on my teeth. Where you, like, expect those things, or you have those feelings, or you know, whatever. But, you know, it's just that's where everyone's different.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that. Just in general, be prepared for that it could happen. That's all.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying. I'm just me personally. My confidence is based on how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, if I put on an outfit and I think I look good in it, cool. If someone else doesn't like that, then that's, you know, like, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
So as long as I look in the mirror and I like what I'm seeing.
I've always, like, been the person who needs to please people, and if I don't feel like like my house is clean enough, or if I don't have this or that or whatever, if my clothes don't make me look spectacular when I go out, like, I feel like people are judging me, and it, you know, bugs me. That's just the kind of person that I've always been. It's gotten easier, obviously, since I've lost weight, and I don't feel as what is the word? I don't feel as like self-confident, or I don't have self-conscious about myself. Yeah.
But the thing is, you were always self-conscious, I think.
I've always been,
Since-
but
since we met, it
it's
was
gotten
kinda
better,
like-
right?
I mean, it's gotten better in the last like few months.
But in the early part of the journey, it really wasn't that.
But like
much.
I told her, I said my concern was, I don't want to, now that you're down a lot, I don't want to start hiding the photo albums. I don't want to start hiding our old photos. You know what I mean? Because that's our history. You know what I mean? So like that's one of my worries is, okay, once you say you get down to your goal or you get close to your goal or you've been, around this size for a year, is it going to be, oh, I look so fat in that photo, I don't want to look at it no more. Or, oh, I don't want that on the wall anymore. That's what my concern is, because regardless of how we look.
I'm never going to get rid of them, but I will eventually put up new pictures because I want to display my current self, but I'm not going to get rid of them because I was fat when my daughter was born. I'll still keep those pictures, or I may have not really. I wish I looked like this when we got married. I'm not going to throw away our wedding pictures, no.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm going to think in my head as a woman, and most women probably will agree that. I mean, they probably wish they could go back in time, have the body that they have now, and do those important events over again.
Well, see, I was thinking about doing something like that. Like, I'm like, okay, we've been,
Well, we're definitely, once you start to lose weight, I already have my photographer friend who did our family portraits lined up for hopefully springtime. When you get closer to your goal weight, we'll do some family portraits again. But I don't want to do them while he's in the process of changing because.
Well, we got married on 9/11,
9/11,
right? Not the official 9/11, but basically 10 years later. So I look at it like on our 5-year anniversary, we can redo a lot of those photos. Of course, the wedding dress kind of got wine on it, and we never got it fixed. So the dress is probably ruined.
But my dress would fall off of me right now, literally.
Yeah,
my dress was a size 20. And now I'm a size 11, 12.
Yeah, so we may be able to whatever stain, we may be able to cut that out. You never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you may be able to cut that whole. You may be able to cut the
know.
whole section out. Probably, if you're going to go, if it's going to be, if your dress is going to be basically, if you can take it in halfway, any spot that has a stain, we could literally take out and stitch up. I just think maybe by the time we've been married for 5 years, by then I will probably have hit my goal weight.
Well, yeah, that's next September.
And then by then we could redo wedding photos. I could go rent a tux, whatever size I currently am.
Sounds good to me.
And then we can redo some photos.
I'm going to remember this video,
you know what I mean?
ladies. I'm going to remember this video because I would love to do that.
It was going to be a surprise. I shouldn't have said shit, but I mean,
I would love
that
to
was
do
something
that
that's something I was thinking about.
Because not only do my wedding pictures, I wish I could go back in time, but we hired a family friend at the time. Where are you going?
I said I'm coming right back.
Oh, we hired a family friend at the time, and she did do a good job.
Like, here's one of them
This is the only pose that she really did.
Here, let me see if I can do it, show you without the glare. All I can see is Tana's glare. Sit still, honey. There we go. Now, my problem is I look huge because they weighed me, and then when I picked my tux up, believe it or not, the chest was 4.5 inches too big. Like, I was trying to get him to take it in.
62 or something.
Yeah, he measured me at 58, and it was a 64, 66, and I was like, wait, you're making me look huger.
Roll up. Go lay down.
And
go lay down, baby.
And her dress really wasn't that tight.
No, my dress was definitely snug, and it was a 20.
I don't know if you guys see the glare or not, but I can see the glare.
Well, it's probably they can get the gist of it.
And it's a matter of we can
video.
We can I figured at our 5-year anniversary, maybe instead of redoing our vows or something like that, we could.
We can redo our vows at the courthouse or something. We'll do a shindig in our backyard.
But we could redo the photos that are like me and you together, with the nice backgrounds, and then we can have some with Tara in the middle. I do notice that the turkey arm stuff, I didn't have that before.
Bat wings.
Yeah,
the bat wings are happening, guys.
I didn't have that before.
It's gonna happen. Loose skin, baby.
And I do feel like I'm losing a ton of muscle. I know that because I know I'm top heavy, right? But my calves aren't the overweight ones. They don't look. If you basically look from my knee down, you wouldn't think I was this big. And
you've always had thinner, fit legs.
Well, because I always
except
ran.
For your top of
I
your
was
thighs.
ran for football, baseball, basketball. I was always running around so. And I grew up playing Pop Warner. I played sports my whole life. Football year round, 3 different leagues. So I was always, mobile. So maybe that kind of helped fight off my genetics. But as far as I can feel it when I flex my arm, my forearm. I'm like, whoa, where did it go? I can see it twitch a little bit. It's definitely the forearm is shrinking. And there's, as guys know, certain parts of your body hold more fat than others, like your calves. And your forearm, it's not where my body's going to be holding a lot of fat. It's going to be my chest, my abdomen, my thighs. So when I measure, my forearm is shrunk, and my bicep area, the arm area is shrunk. I look at it, half of that is muscle and half of that is, fat on my skin.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Do you feel like your skin's getting that soft? Remember how when I was about 2 or 3 months out, I felt like my skin, because I was losing muscle and fat, like I felt like my skin was really soft and like squishy. Like my butt and my thighs and my belly, everything felt really
No, I don't got that yet.
squishy. Well, maybe that'll happen.
And what sucks is,
happen
when you have no left, like I can't touch one arm to the other. You know what I mean?
You can't compare.
I can't compare like that. So, but I mean, like leg wise,
they look the same.
Yeah, they look the same. I mean,
I think he's losing pretty evenly, but we're only measuring, his right side because that's
when I flex my calves, though, I can definitely see.
easiest
I can definitely see a huge difference. Like when I'm actually flexing, it definitely looks a lot smaller.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to get some more questions on Facebook, but I think everybody's like, busy. It's
Well,
Sunday,
we
so
threw together last minute because you're going to have your mom's in a little bit, and Tara's taking a nap.
Yeah, so it was kind of like we do it now or we don't do it at all.
Yeah.
And I figured it's been 2 months. We might as well do freaking video. Anything else we want to talk about?
I mean, nothing I can think of. Like
we covered the emotion part a little bit. You know how you're more sensitive, but you don't think you are.
I mean, that's just
That's just
opinion.
that's the outside looking in. I think your hormones and your
But
feelings
honey, you
are
also
more...
have to understand. Okay, you have watched a lot more videos than I have. You follow.
He doesn't watch any videos, you guys.
No, I do. I try to watch videos, right? But like I said, I'm the stay-at-home person who's chasing our daughter around a lot. So and doing a lot of the house
but
stuff.
You can watch him at night
so,
after we go to bed.
Yeah, but I also I do fantasy football. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so at nighttime, like last night, seriously, I didn't even set one of my lineups, and I ended up falling asleep. And I got up this morning. I slept in, till 10:03. So I woke up, and 2 of my starters are on the bench, and I'm probably gonna get my butt kicked because I didn't check it last night. And I forgot.
His priorities are football videos. Football videos.
No.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's not. No, it's not that.
He does check his Facebook. He just doesn't post very often. And
no, the thing, I used to be very, very active in Facebook a long time ago. And then after a while, it wasn't as much. And this channel will tell you, my normal Facebook, I literally shut it off for almost 10, 11 months. Because it was just too much family drama, friend drama. Everyone was putting everybody's business on the street.
He really only spends time on this weight loss surgery Facebook.
Yeah, I don't even check my normal Facebook, really. I check the VSG one, but the problem is, I get so many updates, right, and so many notifications that like when I turn it on and I it refreshes itself automatically when I turn it on.
Yeah.
If you wrote something 3 days ago, I end up not seeing it because there's like 60 or 70 more. So like I mean, what I'll have to do is I'll start trying to check it first thing in the morning or something. Because if I don't,
just check it when we go to bed at night when you have some peace and quiet. We're on the same YouTube channel now, so he can watch all the videos of people that I'm subscribed to. So
that during the daytime, obviously.
You can go watch the Fat Kings videos. You can go, which they're not going to be doing anymore of, which is kind of sad. I told you would be a great Fat King, but he's not into making videos. So
I'm not into making videos. That's
it's
not
not making
it's
videos.
Just...
It's the weekly Thursday night live show.
I don't have a problem doing video. It's like sometimes when you spring it on me, like I said, I'm just not used to doing them very much yet. I
He gets more comfortable as we go along. As you can see, he gets a little bit more.
I don't have a problem doing it. It's like all of a sudden it's she's sleeping, let's do a video. Then I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to talk about?
Yeah.
What questions?
Well, we covered the weights. We covered your measurements. We covered how you're feeling, your energy level. We covered a lot of stuff, and it's like 30-minute video. So I'm sorry if you guys stuck around this whole time. Thumbs up for you. I think that's pretty much it. I gotta pack and head to my mom's, and I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have a good Halloween, and bye. Say bye.
Bye.